Having finished watch Trent Michaels' video about how stupid the Marzgurl has been acting. I mean, anyone who watched Vic's recent Twitch stream, where he basically went off saying that essentially, what good are civil rights laws when people either will bow to the letter of those laws and yet violate them at their heart? I mean, I left a little quote from the Jesus of Nazareth film in the chat during that portion of his stream this past Wednesday, where I screamed out, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites all!" And by the hypocrites all, I mean those who write up those kinds of laws. What's the point of obeying those laws if deep down, if the people in question are going to violate them internally? Like what Christ called people out for in his day, specifically the scribes and the rulers and the leaders of the law. Damn right, Sky Chaser. Damn right. Vic wasn't saying that civil rights laws are stupid. He's saying that the people who violate he was saying that people don't like to follow them because it goes against everything they themselves are bred to believe in most cases. Marzgurl, the only reason you get away with half of the shit you spew on Twitter is because you're too broke to defend yourself. Had Vic gone after you first instead of Crunchyroll, you would have been forced to come clean, and you would have been shut down on the spot. And I'm too broke to come after you, so my only way of coming at you and chewing you up and spitting you out is doing it here. Or challenging you to show up at a con I'm going to pop up at, wherever that is, wherever and whenever that is, and force you to take a fucking polygraph test. And demand that you take a polygraph test. It's also occurred, and if you've looked at the political landscape lately, everyone is sick of woke political leftist diatribes people like you continue to spit out. Everything woke turns to shit. You go woke, you get woke, you go flat broke. And you don't seem to understand that yet. Because you're an overblown, woke, bloated, festering, sweaty, pus-filled, malformed slug for a butt whore. And you know full well I'm probably the biggest and most vocal critic you've got. Damn right, Evie. Damn right. As far as I'm concerned, Kaylin, I've also got leverage on you. Remember, you actually tried to blackmail me a few years ago. At Anime Expo, the fact that you bent the knee to Crunchyroll to bring Damon Mills in, despite your own standard, allegations were enough to get Damon blacklisted. And you brought him back in because Crunchyroll, Sony, Sabbath They all paid you off to let him in this weekend. Sickening. When are cons gonna rise up and do the right thing? And I don't mean just bringing Vic back. I mean holding themselves accountable to their own standards. Where's that booklet? Here it is. And dropping vaccine and mask mandates, I could agree with Evie, but that's not the those. That's not the subject here. You can try to defeat me. You don't know it's the pain that'll feed me. I'm going to take back what you took before because I was born for this. All the bones that you're breaking, you pretend you're the one that can save me. Now I'm taking it back. It was never yours. I'm fighting for my focus. Give the pain a purpose. Light the fire inside. Feel it come alive. Show them what I'm made of. Victories for the brave ones who never bow the knee when it's do or die. One more time, surviving the game. I can be unstoppable. Gonna walk through hell. I'm gonna shake the walls. Surviving the game. Living the impossible. I'm a champion indestructible because I'm surviving the game. All the liars around me, like the wolves at the walls, they surround me. In the face of fear, I keep standing tall. I will conquer this. I come out like a lion. I was born to be demon defiant. I won't ever let this kingdom fall. I'll show them what you're made of. Victories for the brave ones who never bow the knee when because it's do or die. I'm more than a conqueror. The past behind me, life is ahead. I'll take the way of the warrior. I walk alone, no fear of the death. Lyrics from Skillet's Surviving the Game off their Dominion album. And it's a key difference between you and I, Marzgurl. I walk the way of the warrior. I mean, of a warrior. You walk the way of nothing more than a bully. And you are simply a bully, Marzgurl. An over entitled, self centered, privileged man child bitch. I mean, woman child. You're the Homelander. I'm fucking Omni Man. And if given the chance, I do how it happened on Death Battle. I'd make you eat your own heart. I mean, that's why I view Omni Man a better character, because he at least got a redemption arc. Mm-hmm. And Marzgurl thinks that my apology a few years ago was enough to get me out of her head. Uh-uh. As of now, I officially rebuke that apology. And keep in mind, Marzi, I'm not threatening to kill you anymore. Now, I'm just slinging shit the way you slung it at me. And you continue to sling it at me. What next? You gonna put a video out trying sending your dogs after me? Go ahead. You've done that multiple times already on at least a couple of my videos, where I've got well over 2 dozen dislikes for calling you out like for the piece of shit whore that you really are. Even though you know I'm right. You know I've got leverage on you. And I don't mean sexual leverage. I mean legal leverage. Sky Chaser, I'm making you a mod in the channel. I mean, you were a big fish you were a small fish in a huge pond in Channel Awesome, Kaylin. And I'm pretty sure you're the reason the former Yeso Taku got driven out because you wanted the spotlight all for yourself as the site's only anime mate correspondent, which proves you are indeed a bully. You have reports slash fails, Abbott, Sky, Renfamous, etc., all basically peddling your bullshit lie at whatever con Vic does attempt to get booked at, only for it to get canceled. Well, by your fucking hands. Now, granted, there was one that he had to cancel himself due to a scheduling conflict this year. But you just love being nothing more than a Mia sucking whore. Personally, Marzgurl, the day is going to come when you're lying on your bed, wheezing like a dying animal, when the most decrepit, macabre, and occultic spirits come climbing out, flaming out of the floor with a yell. The violent informants that got you your recognition and promised you reincarnation will get a hold of your spirit and victoriously grab your spirit and claw it all the way to hell. In that moment, what mantra, what chant, what incantation are you going to tell them to get you to leave them alone? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt what I say, and that's I'm bought with Christ's blood. Let me go. You can rejoice, Marzgurl, by seeing your name in black and white when it's all said and done. But I'll rejoice, not because you're dead. I'll actually feel pity for you when that happens, and when that day comes. And for the record, it's not going to be by my hand. But I will rejoice, because my name is in the Lamb's Book of Life. You view yourself a goddess, you're just a murderer of careers. Maybe in the future, think twice before you rumble with a man or woman of God, Marzgurl. When that day comes, I hope you get future endeavored. As for me, I stand with Vic, now then forever. As for Anime Expo, your days are numbered as well. In fact, you and many of the other major cons sell your soul to a fucking mob, all for the sake of being on their good list. I would rather see the massive amount of coal lumps old St. Nick sends you. Ultimately, leave a comment. That's all I've got for now, especially when it's proven by this move you despise us. That's all I've got for now. Leave a comment, smash the like, sub to the channel. That's 2128 signing out. Goodbye. Good fucking night. Bang.